Previously on Thumb Follow Me. Crispy's dad was trapped inside his smoky house after a massive explosion. Shh, but what caused it? Oh, just a stray dog and a top-secret NASA smelling device. Let's rewind for a second. Earlier that day, Crispy found a stray dog on the street, and he couldn't leave it. So what did he do? He hid it in the house. Smart? No. Kind? Yeah. While Crispy and the boys played basketball outside, the dog ran wild inside the house. Uh-oh, fire! Crispy ran inside to save his dad. He found him and pulled him out, but accidentally breathed in way too much of the experimental smell juice. Now he can smell everything. We're talking stinky socks from 2 blocks away. And what Jeff had for breakfast. Ugh, gross, Jeff. It was sort of like a thumb-tastic superpower. Fast forward a few months, Crispy's nose was still going strong. He and his dad were living in a tiny apartment while their house was being rebuilt. Crispy, Nugget, and Jeff? Total besties now. But this week, there was only one thing on their minds. The WTWA, World Thumb Wrestling Association. The WTWA was coming to town for a one-night-only special Royal Rumble. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They each had their faves for sure. And this event was going to be epic. But there was just one problem. Jeff's mom. Nope. Not gonna happen, she said. Too violent, too rowdy, and not a good place for kids to be. The boys were crushed. But Dad has let us watch it on TV. To make it worse, she reminded them of their baptisms appointment at the temple early the next morning after the event with the young men and young women. They were devastated. But then Jeff got an idea. A brilliant, sneaky, not so great idea. Each would tell their parents they'd stay at the other's house on the night of the event. Then they would sneak out to the wrestling match of the century. The classic parent sleepover switcheroo. Works every time. Actually, no, it never worked. The plan went just as they had mapped it out. The boys snuck into the wrestling event. It was so awesome at first. But then it got louder and angrier and crazier. Fireworks, thumb slams, signature moves, and loads of Thumby wrestling action. But then, the crowd got even louder. The language got even worse. People yelled, shoved, and spilled chili cheese fries. And Crispy's nose? Woof! It was not loving the smells in this place. It made him queasy. But something made them all feel a lot worse. They all started feeling it. The guilt, the uneasiness, the not okayness of being there. This isn't a holy place. This isn't even a good place. They knew they shouldn't be there. They bolted. They tried to find the exit. They were lost. They were trapped. But then, Crispy picked up the scent. Crispy's nose to the rescue. They finally made it back home. They felt horrible and confessed everything. The boys' parents were disappointed, but they were glad they were safe. They wondered if they should even go to the temple after what they had done. But they all decided it would be good to get closer to the Lord and feel His love there. The temple trip was fantastic. Crispy, Jeff, and Nugget had a great time. The boys knew they were in the right place. They stood in a holy place, and it felt different. Very different. The world is full of choices. Some loud, some flashy, some with chili fries and stinky pies. But what are the best choices? The ones that bring us peace and help us feel the Spirit. Because when you stand in holy places, no matter where you are, you can you can feel the difference. The boys not only told the truth about their poor choices, but they chose to leave and find a holier place to be. And that made all the difference.